good morning to everyone. How are you doing this Tasting Party Thursday? Yes, it is. Here we are at Thursday again, and great things have happened already this week and already this morning. Thank you all for dialing into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Cassidy McDowell, along with my business partner, One Star Cassidy Del Wafer. Family, you know how we do it on Thursdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Please go right ahead, introduce yourself, and let us know where you are calling in from.
Vicki in the house.
Southern Cal. I heard Washington, D.C. I heard you, Robert. Welcome, Robert, to the call. And, of course, Southern Cal kicking us off. How are you doing in Southern Cal this morning?
I am doing well. I was just sharing. I said I gotta get on the call. So, you get on later when information.
Well, you know, it's always...
I am on the sharing.
Sharon? Well, it is always a joy to hear you with us this morning, so thank you for tuning in with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, family, don't forget, if you have your phone on speaker, please take it off speaker so we don't get the feedback. You can still hear us, but take it off speakerphone so we don't get all that feedback. Well, go right ahead. If you haven't done so already, introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
From Reno, Nevada. This is Greg Brodnack.
All right, Greg. I'm coming for you in Reno. Gregory, I'm coming for you in Reno, Nevada. How are you this morning?
To it.
Good to have you here this morning.
Oh, it's great to be here. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day.
Thank you. Hold on for one moment, Jack.
All callers are muted.
Don't forget, family, please, if your phone is on speakerphone, just take it off speaker, and we won't get all that feedback, all that distraction, so we can hear everyone when they call their name, when they introduce themselves, and where they're calling in from. We want to really be able to hear where the different places are on, the different locations that are dialing in. So if you're on speakerphone, just take it off speakerphone, and we won't get that little feedback. Thank you. Open.
All callers are unmuted.
If you haven't done so already, where are you calling in from? Go right ahead.
Shirley, Louisville, Kentucky.
Hi, Shirley from Louisville. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Pastor.
Well, Shirley, I'm going to tell you what. If you're calling from Louisville, Kentucky, I know who your great leader is. I know who your great leader is. And it's good to have you here with us this morning. Thank you so very much.
I just hope everybody has a blessed day.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, go right ahead, family. If you haven't done so, introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
Taylor McDuffie, Atlanta, Maryland.
Hello, Miss Shirley McDuffie. What's going on, lady?
Sitting in the hair dryer, but I'm doing great.
Well, I know you're out spraying this morning. You're out spraying everyone this morning. Oh, good to have you here. Listen at that, family. She's always sitting under the hair dryer. She's still calling us to a call. Well, welcome. Well, who else is with us? Hello, Mr. Paul. Good to have you here this morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Pastor Denise.
Good morning. Who is that calling in this morning?
That was Frida Jackson.
Hey, Miss Frida, Miss Dancing Machine Jackson. How are you, lady?
I'm doing just great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to hear you this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
That's our dancing machine, family. That's our dancing machine right there. Her and Sheila's dancing machine. And Robert. So go right ahead. Who else have introduced yourself? Do so before I mute out. Okay, family, this is the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. I'm going to thank
all callers are muted.
Every one of you for telling this morning. We have a wonderful time here on the call. We just hear so many great, wonderful things from people around the globe, and it's always such a joy to hear you calling each morning, introduce yourself, and being a part of this great movement that is taking place throughout the world. We are just launching everywhere. As you all heard, we've launched in Malaysia. We have launched in Puerto Rico. We're in Mexico. We're going into the UK. We will soon be in Canada. We're in Dubai. We're in the Philippines. We're just around, and I'm telling you, the word 10 vitamin sprays, 10 vitamin sprays, 10 vitamin sprays is popping up around the globe. You better get out there and do your part and share so people can come looking for you when the word really, really goes viral and it's getting out there. Well, as I say on this Thursday, welcome to 10 Tasting Party Thursday. Why is it a 10 Tasting Party Thursday? Because somewhere tonight, someone is throwing a 10 Tasting Party, and you need to be there with your guests, your families, and your friends so that everyone can know what is happening here in Team Effort Network. And we are truly building a culture of fun, family, and financial freedom. This is what is happening. We're hearing so many wonderful testimonies how people are literally getting their life back and they're making a difference in their finances just by sharing what it is we do here in Team Effort Network. And how are we doing this? How are we becoming that culture? Well, look at where we are. We're at the ground level of a new startup company that is a health and wellness industry. 10 is supported by our sister company, My Video Talk, that is 11 years old. My Video Talk commission checks and 10 commission checks have gone out for the last 11 years nonstop every Wednesday for 11 years. That's saying a lot. We have a proven management system. We have a me-only products that say I work. We have a compensation plan that has made over 26 millionaires in our sister division. And with the 10, the health and wellness industry, my goodness, we're going to triple that with the vitamin sprays. All the questions have been answered. As Mel Gill tells us every time he speaks with us, all the questions have been answered. They have been worked out, and they have been eliminated. And 10, you can decide whether you want to work part-time or whether you want to go full-time. It's up to you. There's enough income to be made for you to go part-time, or if you see the vision to go full-time, then go for it. People are already planning to quit their jobs because they see what they can do if they focus on 10 and if they go to work. If they do it hard for just the next 2 years, they know that they have set their future up for the good. The health and wellness industry Mel Gill told us a few weeks ago that the health and wellness industry is a $600 billion industry and is shooting towards a $1 trillion industry. We know that with the health and wellness. And we have the hottest thing in the health and wellness in the last 20 years. Look at what we have. Look what we are. We are the first to market vitamin sprays, This is the hottest thing in health and wellness in the last 20 years. So we have what is in demand already. We have results. We have testimonies. We have a wonderful product. We know that we cannot say that our vitamin sprays can heal or cure any type of sickness or disease that you have. But what we can do is have you to tune in to these calls or to attend a 10 tasting party or to meet someone at a big event and hear them tell their story on how these vitamin sprays has literally turned their life around. And as to be a part of this, I'm telling you, Sam, we are definitely on our way to the top. And you know what? And for you to be a part of this, all you have to do is share. All you have to do is share. And to be a lifetime member of this, all you have to do is sponsor 2 people, one person to your left and one person to your right. And you are a lifetime membership of 10 Team Effort Network. How can you lose with that? There's just no way you can unless you want to. And then you have the support of great leaders around the globe. I mean around the world. You can call the UK and get help from Anita Poole. You can call California and get help from Donald Joseph. You can call Reno and get help from Gregory. You can call Kentucky and you can get help from Vicki Soto. You can call Atlanta, Georgia and get help from Kevin Vaughn, John Peavy. You have help and support all around you. Make sure you're reaching out to it and getting your questions answered and getting what you need so that you can build a good, strong industry. Because I tell you what, if you stop and look around, you have everything you need to build the business that you want. Well, as you know, we have great leaders that come to the call every day and they share with us whether it's testimony on the product or whether it's a testimony on the business. But this young lady here, she's been with Team Effort International from the beginning. She has grown a large team in our sister division, and she's doing even greater in 10. She's a driver of a beautiful Mercedes-Benz paid for by the company. She's an executive founding member of 10 Team Effort Network. She travels from coast to coast sharing this opportunity to people around the globe. She has a testimony that will make you cry. Our 10 vitamin sprays, her testimony is on the sprays and how it helped her to correct a condition that she's been living with for years. She's no stranger to us, and I love having her on the call. When we get on the call, we just have girl talk. So it's just going to be her and I today. Pastor, I'm not even going to try to get a penny in this nickel. So let us welcome to the call Executive Founding Member, Miss Vicki Soto. Vicki, are you there, dear?
Hello. Can you hear
Good morning. Yes, I can. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm going to tell you, as I don't know what to say, Pastor Denise, because I've got so much to talk about. I'm going to have to talk pretty fast.
Well, you know what?
I want to tell you.
I want you to go here for it because I said the call because when you do come to the call, Vicki, you have so much to share in regards to your story, your testimony. You've been with Team Effort International from the very beginning, and so I'm going to get out the way, and we're going to let you just go ahead and share everything that you have in your heart with us today. So it's yours. Go ahead and take over.
Well, thank you, dear. First of all, like she said, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, born in Glasgow, Kentucky, little country town. So I'm just an ordinary girl from Kentucky, okay? One of the things I used to always say when I first came into Team Effort International is, if I can get a Mercedes, anybody can get a car, because I am not, a network marketing guru. I was not brought up to market or anything like that, So my success is just a wonderful inspiration at this point for anybody who believes that if you just roll up your sleeves and keep at it, you can get what you want. And going on with that, I just want to say that I really appreciate Pastor Denise and Pastor Dell for doing this call, and for Nikisha Bond, who I absolutely love, for her training, and Kevin Vaughn and Anita Poole. All of you are inspirations to me, so I want to just thank you for getting it in every day and helping us to move along this wonderful path of success. I want to talk about what has happened to me over this last few months. We started out with the sprays back in last year, just kind of doing, I guess you could call it the beta test. And, when we first got the sprays, we really didn't know how they were going to affect us. All of us had some little bit of health issues in our lives, but, Mel didn't know that. So it was a surprise to him when he started hearing some of the testimonies from the leaders in the company, as to how the sprays were affecting us and how they changed our lives. One of the things that Denise was just talking about is the vitamin D. For me, it was a huge testimony because for 3 years I had been taking vitamin D pills, and my gynecologist was the one who first tested me and told me, you're vitamin D deficient. Bless her heart. She tests all of her patients because she found out from her own research that there was a correlation between breast cancer and vitamin D. So, I felt really good about the fact that she was looking out for my health and doing, beyond the normal routine. But I was really curious and didn't quite understand why I was being tested for vitamin D. That's something you really don't think about. Vitamins were never, a real important part of my regimen, I hate to say, until now. But, the good news is I found out more and more information, and even better than that, Mel and Amy came out with this vitamin D spray, and as soon as I got it, I could already tell, that I felt different, but I wasn't really sure what was happening to me. But when I went into my blood lab within 60 days of starting the sprays, I found out that what used to be a vitamin D deficiency turned out to be a vitamin D level of 58. And I found out later that, once you get over 50, then, your chances of getting other problems like chronic diseases went down considerably. All the research is pointing to that. I'm not a doctor, so I can't say it cures anything, but I can tell you that the research is out there if you want to look it up on the vitamindcouncil.org about vitamin D deficiency. Now, not only did it change my vitamin D level, but interestingly enough, after taking blood pressure medication for years, my blood pressure dropped 40 points, and now I no longer take blood pressure medication. Well, that was huge. But, having said all that, my testimony is just one of thousands of testimonies that we have right now about the sprays. I mean, people who are in the company, people who are customers of the company, people who are just now finding out about the sprays. It never ceases to amaze me. Every day I hear somebody say, well, I gave my next door neighbor a spray, and she called me back and said, wow, I love this spray. I can't believe it. I can already feel the effects. That kind of testimonial is exactly what Mel Gill was talking to us about in the 10 University. And Pastor Denise and Pastor Dell and myself and Kevin, and we were all there listening to what he had to say to us. And one of the things he said, and it's so true, it's the testimonials. That's what makes our situation so unique. People are telling a story every day about how the sprays are changing their lives. So, as Pastor Denise was telling you, I came into the sister division of my video talk, so I learned how to do an online broadcast and pretty much every night. It seemed during, a few years ago, I did that to build my team and also to talk about the products. But now I'm working on something, a little project for the team, for the entire global team, not just this country, because the cool thing about our other division, the sister division, my video talk, is you can talk to people all over the world, and it's a wonderful thing. So I have been looking into what Mel was telling us, and that is that the testimonials are going to be what grows the company, because as soon as people hear what's going on, that's so much more significant and so much more important and exciting than listening to just talking about our slides and all the other things that we do to show the business. So last night I did a little beta test on the 10 testimonials by doing a broadcast online. And I got to tell you guys, just listening to some of the videos of the testimonials that I have been collecting and just looking at the reaction on my phone from people who were sending me messages talking about, oh, I love this, I love it, oh, that's a great testimonial. All I can say, you guys, is that it impressed me so much. It pressed on my heart so much that I made a decision last night that from now on Wednesday nights, I'm going to do a 10 testimonial broadcast, because, I've been looking for a way to, everybody else is working so hard. I want to do my part. And I think since I have that particular skill that I learned in my video talk, I would like to use that in a way that will affect everybody across the country. So now, like I said, 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday nights, I'll be doing a broadcast for the team on the 10 testimonials. And it will be mostly centered on the 10 testimonials. So you can just bring somebody to the broadcast. And the name of the broadcast will be LoveThat10.com. So I wanted to make something easy to remember. And we all love that 10, so I call it LoveThat10.com. Come there, sign in as a guest, invite guests to it, and we're going to show them what's happening across the country, across the world, We're going to show people the testimonials that we hear on a daily basis. And I'm hoping that everybody will listen to that and take a part. And of course, I would be very grateful if you start trying to do your own video testimony. I know a lot of people are not familiar with how to make their own video, but, most of you have a laptop with a webcam right on the laptop, so you might want to try that out sometime. If you have any questions, just look me up on Facebook on Tenacious Generation or somewhere. I'll be glad to help you make your own 30-second to 60-second testimonial about how the sprays are affecting your life, so that we can get that out and help your team and the rest of the country and help people who haven't even heard about us yet, to change their health and change their wealth. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, Pastor Denise. And that, like I said, that's going to be my thing now, Wednesday night. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is something that Nikisha Bond and I both feel strongly about. And I love Nikisha because she always talks about the self-development in the company and, about how, you can change your results, but you have to pretty much change yourself when you want to change your results, because that's how it works. But one of the things that Nikisha talks about, and one of the things that I always think about, is this particular gentleman, author by the name of Jeff Olson, had written a book called The Slight Edge. And I'm going to tell you guys, out of all the things that I have looked at and read and went through as far as self-development, that particular book has really affected me. But, I had bought the book a few years ago, and it was one of the things that helped me. But one of the things that has really helped me in this last 3 or 4 months is I finally decided I was going to go back to the book and try to pick up reading again. But then I realized that, being the technology they have out there today, it was probably on audio CD, and I was right. I went to Amazon and I found the $10 audio CD set. $10 now. $10. So I was really excited about that. So I started listening to the audio CDs. And, I don't know about you guys, but for reading, I read kind of slow, so it takes me a while to read a few chapters of anything. But listening to that audio CD affected me in such a way I couldn't stop listening to it. And I kept listening to it over and over. One of the things that Jeff Olson always says is success is easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. And he says that a lot because as human beings, we have a tendency to take the easy road, and that tends to take us down the failure path. And that's one of the things that I feel is the most important thing you can learn before you even start any other self-development is you've got to learn to, expect that you're going to have to put in those daily disciplines and do that stuff that you have to do every day for your business. And even though, as he puts it, you may not harvest, you may not have a harvest immediately. You may not, you start your diet. And, at first you're thinking, oh, my goodness, I've been working on this diet for 5 days and I still haven't lost 2 pounds. You're upset because you're not harvesting any kind of result yet. You planted a seed, but no harvest is showing at this point. And you've got to realize that in the middle of harvest and planting is cultivating. Every farmer knows that. I'm from Kentucky. I can tell you, we know that you plant something, it takes a while to cultivate, and then you harvest. But our society today has a tendency to want the quantum leap. If everything is like the lottery, they want to go straight from plant to harvest, and that's kind of sad. But when you start to realize that you already know the steps to success, you have to take that road. You have to use the power of 2 to build your business. And it's when you're first starting, it's kind of slow. 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, we double by the power of 2, but when you first start, it doesn't look like it's doing anything because it looks really slow. Because at the bottom of that chart is 2, 4, 8, 16. It takes a while to start getting the numbers. So what I'm going to challenge people to do, and I know that 95%, according to Jeff, will probably not pay attention to what I'm about to say, but the 5% is who I'm talking to right now. I want you to go to Amazon and get that $10 audio CD set and start listening to it in your car on the way to all the things you do every day. Because, like I said, successful people do what unsuccessful people decide not to do. And I don't know about you, but I always look for the people who are successful. I mean, I, of course, help everybody that comes within my path, but I'm looking for the people who are successful because they already know that, if they do the things that most people won't do, then they're going to be successful. Now, anybody can change their path, and that's the good news, Even if you've been on the failure path for years, maybe things have not worked out for you. I mean, that happens. You may not know about the slight edge. You may not know that personal development will make you stronger and change your results. But that's no reason to just, feel sad about it. I say start now. Start your personal development today. Go out to Amazon, get those audio CDs. That is the perfect, and I mean perfect, personal development set to start with because it will teach you how to follow those daily disciplines. And, 95% of the people in the world have given up on their dreams. And the sad thing about it is they're blaming other people. They're blaming the circumstances. They're blaming other people. They're doing all the things but changing the path, They may move from business to business, relationship to relationship, diet plan to a new diet plan, job to job. But at some point, you have to stop and say, wait a minute, why is this path not changing for me? Network marketers, we have a tendency to leap a lot, okay? That quantum leap for us, sometimes, we go from business to business just because, we haven't had the patience to do the work and to follow the daily disciplines. But all I can say now is you can change that. You can start right now. Sometimes I say, I can't understand why people don't see that the leader that they must follow is themselves. You are the leader that you must follow. Nobody can do it for you, and nobody can do it to you. You must adopt the slight edge. So you have an opportunity to do that and to keep on the path of your dreams. If your dreams, I know, are still important to you. And I'm giving you a solution that you can work with today. So I feel pretty excited about that. And I told this to the team, that we have put together. And a lot of them have already ordered the CDs, and I'm really anxious to see how they feel about what happens, because they'll start to notice as soon as they get to that last CD and they start showing them how to put their goals onto paper and how to set them and all that stuff that people talk about every day, but, a lot of people don't do it. But I'm just really anxious to see how it affects their results. And I also, like I said, want to see if other people do that. So if you do start on the slight edge and, you want to tell me, that would be great. I would love to hear how it has affected you. I know. I promise you it's going to affect you if you listen to it and you do the exercises on the last part of the CDs. So thank you, Nikisha, also for talking about this as well. We're going to keep talking about personal development until everybody gets it. I mean, I know that maybe that's idealistic thinking that everybody will do it, but I just know that the leaders that are on this call are probably more likely to do it than anybody else, and I'm proud of you guys, and I'm proud that you are doing the daily disciplines right now that you need to do to make yourself successful in Team Effort International.
And
I
I have to say, you open up a can of worms this morning, because as you're speaking, I'm sitting here thinking, and I don't know if anyone else is listening, is that why is it so hard and complicated for people to just realize that when you say things like, all you have to do is write your goals down, all you have to do is visualize it, all you have to do is have a winner's mindset. When you say things like that, they seem so simple. It almost seems like, come on, there's got to be more to it than that. You tell me all I have to do is write my goal down. You tell me all I have to do is visualize it. All I have to do is confess it every day. And people find it so hard to believe, yes, it's just that simple. You just need to do those little simple steps. And I'm telling you, great people around the globe, great successful people around the globe give those very same tips. When you listen to Oprah, she gives those very same tips. When you listen to Melanie McGill, they give those very same tips. But yet we keep trying to find a difficult way to do it. But we'll work 20 or 30 years at a job. We get them punch a clock for 20, 30 years, getting the same results, and wonder why life is so hard when it's really very simple. And you said it. Really, all you have to do is write out your daily goals, visualize it, believe it's going to happen, and that's pretty much 99% of it.
Yes, the visual part we take for granted. We take for granted that our brain is following everything we do. Even though we can drive home without even noticing. I mean, I don't know about you, but every once in a while, if my brain is in thought, I don't even notice that I'm taking the same path home every day. If I go to the gym, I take the same path back home, and my brain doesn't even, it follows its own orders, and I'm not even paying attention. I know that I'm going to get there, but we take for granted that, when you say your goals in your head, maybe your brain is not registering it. The good thing is when you write it down, you're using a lot of senses by doing that, and you're using your body. Anthony Robbins always talks about making it physical. When you actually do an action and your brain sees you do it, then it understands it better. And that's one of the things that it's very, like you said, it's very easy to do. that is just as easy not to do.
It's so simple, and I think if we can get past the fact that we have to start thinking that you have to work so hard to make it in life. And I think growing up we were told that if you're going to make it in life, you're going to have to really work hard. Well, you do have to work hard, but it's a different kind of hard. It's you have to hard to just hold fast to what you believe. That's hard to hold on to what you really want. To hold on to that. That's the hard work right there. But to quit, to quit is hard. It's easy to quit. It's harder to quit than it is to hold on. So, you said also, Vicki, that you must be the leader that you follow. You are the leader that you must follow. You have to become the leader that you'll follow, because if you can't trust in your own leadership, then no one else can trust in you as well. Because if you don't trust your own leadership, then people are going to see that, and they're going to kind of have a little doubt there also. And you talked about that time growth. Like when you come into 10, basically all you have to do is learn that power of 2. Learn the simple system, the simple duplicated system of the power of 2. You get your left and your right. You make sure they get their left and their right, and all the way down. As simple as that. And you said there's a time. It's a build-up time. It's taken a while to build up the residuals, build up the check that you want on a weekly basis. It does take a while. But the reason it takes a while is because during that time, you are learning. You're in class. That's that learning curve. Pastor Dell talks about that learning curve. There's that learning curve that you must master before you get to that level where you're managing millions and billions of dollars. Because can you imagine making millions of dollars and you don't know how to manage that? What's going to happen? It's going to go as quick as it came. So you're learning to grow this business, as you're working it, but you're learning also so that you can teach it to others. Because remember, you've been working a 9 to 5 for 10 to 20 to 30 years. You have some old files you need to delete out of that brain in order to realize that you can do this on your own. So there's a learning curve. There's a learning process. Why? Because you need to master it. And as you continue to grow your team, you're going to teach your team to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, Pastor Denise, because I was telling you about the broadcast that I'm going to be doing on Wednesday night. I can still remember back when I first started my video talk, I could not make a video email. Mm-hmm. And the video email is the easiest thing in my video talk. Now I'm broadcasting with videos, and I think about that, and it's just amazing to me that this is the same person that could not make, and I felt sorry for John because here I am. I'm like, okay, I don't know how to do this. And it was just a matter of, like I said, just working on it a little bit each day, finding out a little bit more, practicing. It's all about following those little steps to get, there's no such thing as a quantum leap. Things don't happen automatically. It's very rare for somebody to win, $20 million.
Yeah.
Success it's not a random act. It's something that happens from doing those daily disciplines, from, taking the small steps, from building. That's how success happens. Mm-hmm. So I just want people to understand that is one of the key personal development CDs that they need to listen to, and it's only $10, so you have absolutely no excuse not to go out there to Amazon and order some today. And I mean today, don't put it off, don't procrastinate. Easy to do and easy not to do.
Great call today, Vicki. You talked about the testimonies. I'm looking forward to hearing and seeing the testimonies on Wednesdays, and I'm telling you the power. Like you said, this is what's growing 10, the testimonies. And I thought about Eric. Eric and Ashley was on the call with us yesterday, and Eric said his best friend, this has been his best friend since elementary school, since childhood, and he had no idea that his best friend for life was dealing with diabetes. This is his best friend, and he had no idea that he was dealing with diabetes. Why? Because his best friend felt like, why should I bother Eric with my diabetes? He can't really do anything to help me. But now Eric can. Eric can now do something to help his friends with diabetes because of what we have to offer with the vitamin sprays and because of the results and testimonies that we've heard from other people that were dealing with diabetes. So the testimonies are phenomenal to share and to talk about, because when you start talking about the testimonies to family members and friends, they're going to hear something that's going to say, wow, I'm dealing with that. Or, wow, I know someone else is dealing with that. I had no idea that it's because of a lack of vitamin D. I had no idea that's because of the lack of B12. So this is the beauty behind the testimonies and sharing them and talking about them, because you're going to say something that someone's going to be able to relate to, and they're going to need the sprays, and eventually they're going to want to come into the business. So the testimonies, looking forward to hearing that and being a part. That's one thing I'm looking forward to with the Team Effort television show, because the Team Effort television show is going to be based on the testimonies. We're going to have different stories from people around the globe sharing what the sprays have done for them, and that is just going to be incredible, and it's going to do amazing things for what we're doing here in Team Effort Network.
Yes, the testimonies are so emotional. Sometimes they make you happy. Sometimes they make you cry. It's amazing. It's amazing to me.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Samantha's testimony on video.
Oh my goodness,
her story is just incredible. And Renetta Hall, whose mother was dealing with dementia. I'm looking forward to seeing them tell their story, and watching this, and then being able to share that with someone else, that other people can have hope, and live again and dream again and do the things that they want to do in life, not the things that they have to do, but the things that they want to do in life.
Yeah.
Well, Vicki Soto, as always, you bring such a love and passion and warmness to the call. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing as a leader in 10 and the team that you're growing. Love, I heard Trudy and Stan are pretty close to winning their car. I'm cheering for them.
Trudy and Stan. Oh, you gotta love them. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying that because they're family, okay? I'm telling you that, you have two people that, and I'm not going to tell Trudy's age, that's not even right, but I will tell your dad, his is 75. He's going to love me for that. But you would know them to know them, that they are at that age, because they are very vibrant, they're very active, and they're very, very, very inspirational to me, because they really have a very strong passion for this business and for these sprays, and they love helping people. So I'm really excited for them.
Well, Vicki, we have a couple of promotions on the table. You want to share what they are?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm still kind of questioning about the date, but I saw that we only have a week left, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But yes, when you sponsor 3 people on the Diamond Package, I believe it's before the 21st. Is that the date?
And actually, it was before by the 18th.
It's by the 18th. Okay, I keep adding that. I guess I'm just wanting to add 3 days onto it. By the 18th, you will actually get something that I received already, though, the iPad Mini. And I'm going to tell you guys, the iPad Mini is awesome. I love that iPad Mini. I know you have one too, and you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
It's in your purse. It goes anywhere you can. Oh, I just tell you, you want that. You want that, and you want everybody on your team to have that. So that is a great promotional right there, And also, when you make 1 star during the same period of time, you will be extended the Disney World trip, which I know you know all about, Pastor Denise.
I'm waiting.
Congratulations. That's exciting, too. So those are 2 really great promotions. I got to love Mel and Amy Gill, because they always put stuff out there, that they personally love and they want us to have. Okay, so that's just wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, so take advantage of that, family. Well, it's been a great call. We're going to go out to the UK now to see if Anita's there to give us our post for today. Anita Poole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
Yes, we can. How are you this morning?
I am great. Apologies, I couldn't get back in time for the international line yesterday, and neither could Kevin, but definitely here today. Definitely here today. So, great call, Vicki, and Denise, absolutely fantastic. So I know Vicki spoke quite a bit about leadership and belief, and so the quotes are going to be about leadership today. So John Quincy Adams said, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John C. Maxwell said, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So, folks, we have to do what it takes, and then our team are going to do what it takes. Steve Jobs said, be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. But I'm going to add that we've got to set the standard of excellence, because TEN is an excellent product, excellent pay plan, excellent company, and excellent leadership, excellent owners. We've got to set excellent, excellent leadership. So Peter Drucker said, management is doing things right, but leadership is doing the right things. And Amy always, always says to us, get out of management mode, get into leadership mode. Henry Ward Beecher said, hold yourself responsible for a higher standard than anybody expects of you. Never excuse yourself. But Mahatma Gandhi said, I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. This is a people business, folks. It's all about people, influencing people in the right way with the right values. Sam Walton said, outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their people. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. All about belief. So Henry Ford said, if you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're going to be right. It's all about belief and leadership. Back to you, Denise.
I love that one. Last one, Anita. If you think you can, if you think you can't. Either way, you are right. Wow. That's tough. I love those quotes. I love them. They really get me up and going. I like it. Well, Vicki Soto, thank you so much. Anita Poole, thank you so much. And family, be on the call tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. for Mr. T, Show Me the Money call. The evening calls are just as powerful as the morning calls. So join Mr. T, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Show Me the Money call. Also join Pat Loeb at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another call. So if you have guests that can't make the 8 o'clock call, get them on the 9 o'clock call. Whatever you do, get your guests, your family, and friends on these calls. If you can't get to a TTP tonight, then there's always another way to share what we're doing in Team Up Network, and that's through these powerful calls. So join the call tonight, 8 o'clock again p.m. Eastern or 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's been a great call. Thank you all for joining us today. Be back with us again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, from the depths of our heart, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you and have a prosperous day on purpose. Mwah.